It's time for the KQEGTV High School Game of the Week. Tonight, the Holmen Vikings and the Aquinas Blue Golds. The KQEGTV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business. Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, snowmobile, lawnmower, even your snow blower. Battery Mart in the Industrial Park below Gunderson. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Homes, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. For great Mexican food made fresh daily, make it Fiesta Mexicana. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Kirchner Custom Builders. For residential and commercial building, call Kirchner Custom Builders. Premier Spine Health and Injury. Get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen. Interior Design. Don't miss their big sale going on now through the end of the month on flooring and cabinetry for your home or office. Interior Design in Holmen. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Now let's go courtside at Aquinas High School with the KQEG-TV broadcast team, Carl Greenfield and Terry Erickson.
Good evening, basketball fans, and welcome to Aquinas High School for the KQEG-TV High School Game of the Week. We got the Holmen Vikings facing the Aquinas Blue Golds here in MVC action. I'm Carl Greenfield. I am flying solo right now. Terry Erickson may or may not be joining me soon. But he has let me know that he may be a little bit late, so we'll see when Terry gets here. He'll be joining us. But for now, we've got the 6-11 Aquinas Blue Golds coming in. They are 1-7 in the MVC, coached by Brad Reinhardt, and they are in last place in the MVC, so I know they want to right the ship tonight. And the Holmen Vikings come in 4-14 overall, 2-6 in the MVC, a game ahead of the Aquinas Blue Golds. Steve Blank is their head coach. Steve Blank, a longtime legend in the basketball coaching community, and they're having a bit of a tough season, but I know that they always fight hard. They have good fundamentals and are looking to right the ship tonight. Both teams are looking at playoff seeding on the line. As many of you know, the playoffs include everybody. It's not like football where it's a certain percentage of the teams. Everybody makes the playoffs, so it's a brand new season at the beginning of March, so we'll see what happens. The Holmen Vikings come in having lost on Tuesday night at Menominee up in the Eau Claire area, and the Aquinas Blue Golds are coming off a victory here against Arcadia on Tuesday night. Aquinas is in their third of a 5-game homestand in a row, so they're getting a nice little break where they don't have to travel too much. But I was informed by the Aquinas coaching staff that they're going to be a little bit shorthanded tonight. Will Skemp, Ethan Schomburger, and Colin Konzemius are all homesick, and as you all know, the bugs are going around. I've got sick kids at home myself, so it's one of those things that you don't normally think about with sports, but people get sick, and so the Aquinas Blue Golds, it's going to be all hands on deck. The Blue Golds this year are led by Quinn Miskowski, 11 points per game. Gavin Wetzel just under 10 points per game. Chris Wilson 9 points per game, and Joseph Savadelli 8 points per game. So those are going to be your key players to watch for the Aquinas Blue Golds. It's a young team. Only the only senior on the roster is Gavin Wetzel. The rest are underclassmen. So this Blue Gold team is still trying to figure out their identity and gaining valuable experience as underclassmen. Now the Holmen Vikings, they're led by their senior leader Cameron Weber, as well as their senior leader Ben Olson in scoring. Cameron Weber 11.9, Ben Olson 10.7. You got the 6'5" junior Max Hammond at just under 6 points per game. Cameron Weber, one of the better perimeter defenders in the MVC, and he has turned himself into a very accomplished offensive player. That's one of the bigger developments of this season versus the last couple. Cameron Weber was always counted on for his defense, and now he's become an offensive leader, being their leading scorer as a senior. So should be a good game tonight. You know, both these teams, like I said, they're near the bottom of the conference, but they've got playoff seeding on the line, so every win helps down the stretch. The Blue Golds will face Toma on this coming Tuesday night, and Holmen will host Lacrosse Logan on Tuesday night as well. So some key games down the stretch for both of these teams. Well, while they continue their warm-ups, we're going to take a short break. We'll be back with the starting lineups and the opening tip-off right after this. You're watching high school basketball on KQEGTV and KQEGTV.com. Stick around.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 five-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
Welcome back, everybody. Carl Greenfield courtside at Aquinas High School for tonight's matchup. Starting lineups, starting with the Holmen Vikings. Number 11 is a 6'2 junior Ryland Wall. A 5'10 senior, number 21, Cameron Weber. Number 23, junior Bennett Conley. 6'5 junior, number 32, Max Hammond. And a 6'5 senior, Ben Olson. Head coach, Steve Blank. For the Aquinas Blue Golds, number 4 is a 6'2 senior, Gavin Wetzel. Number 5 is a 6' sophomore, Chris Wilson. A 5'10 sophomore, Quinn Miskowski. A 6'1 freshman, Jackson Flatmeyer. And number 22 is a 6'1 junior, Joe Savidelli. Head coach Brad Reinhardt for the Aquinas Blue Golds.
Tonight's game is the KQEGTV 23 high school game.
Get a nice shout out from the public address.
KQEGTV.com will be broadcast Saturday night at 6 p.m. on KQEGTV channel 23 in Lacrosse.
Looks like the center jump between Gavin Wetzel and Max Hammond. And here we go. And Hammond controls it to Wall. Olson with a drive. Layup, no. Rebound, Hammond, and good. Max Hammond with the first basket of the night. Two to nothing in the early going. Drive, left hand, no. For Chris Wilson, and a rebound back to the Vikings. Stops his dribble, backs it out. Down low to Hammond, goes up, no good. Rebound, Wetzel. Savidelli digs, drives, and a little floater for two. Joe Savidelli gets the Blue Golds on the board. 2-2, just under a minute into the game. Pass down to Olson, double team, tries to get it back out, stolen by Savidelli. Wilson over to Miskowski. Flotmeyer over to Savidelli. Quinn Miskowski with the ball. Gives it to Wilson. Thought about it. Zone defense from the Vikings. Looks like a 2-3 zone. Shot up in the corner for Wilson for three. Chris Wilson knocks it down. Makes it 5-2 in favor of the home guys. Conley on the perimeter, gives to Olson. Cameron Weber, their leading scorer, guarded by Miskowski. Kicks it around to Weber. Man-to-man defense from the Blue Golds. And the Vikings reset. Ryland Wall on the perimeter. Weber picks up his dribble, and nowhere to go with that. Max Hammond gets the double team, kicks it back out. Weber working way down low, back up to Olson. Olson drives, spins, flips, and one. Nice move there by Ben Olson to get the bucket.
Next is good by Ben Olson. First personal foul, Gavin Wetzel.
And that foul's going to go on Gavin Wetzel. That's first foul of the game. Checking in, number 25, Caleb Mottle, the senior. Ben Olson gets 3 points the old-fashioned way, and we're all knotted up at 5. 15-20 left in the first half. Miskowski guarded by Model. Wilson around to Savidelli, jab step, drives, kicks it back out. Gives to Wilson. We got a whistle, and it looks like we got an offensive foul, a moving screen. Gavin Wetzel picks up a quick 2 personal fouls, and he's going to have to go take a seat. Matthew Reutemann checks in. 5'10" junior, number 20. He's got quite a task ahead of him guarding the much taller Ben Olsen. Drive from Caleb Model, no good. Tipped up for Olsen, no. Rebound and one. Reutemann picks up a foul after checking in. Ben Olsen looking for his second 3-point play in as many tries. That one's up a little too long and tapped out of bounds, going back to the Blue Golds. A little bit of pressure from Model. Miskowski fields a pass. Holmen sticking in that zone. Drive, oh, blocked away. Chris Wilson went up. Caleb Model said no thank you. Inbounds to Miskowski for a 3, no good. Rebound Reutemann, and we got a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession stays with the Blue Bulls.
Aquinas will retain possession. Inbounds to Miskowski. Reutemann on the perimeter, guarded by Hammond. Miskowski to Savidelli. Flottmeyer, the freshman, gives to Miskowski, kicks it back out to Flottmeyer for 3, and he got it. Jackson Flottmeyer knocks down a triple, gives Aquinas the lead 8-7. Ball screen from Olsen. Caleb Madel gives to Cameron Weber. Weber with a drive, no good. Rebound Hammond, left hand, no. Tapped around. Hammond wins the game of volleyball, but we got a jump ball.
Jump ball, possession stays with the Vikings.
13:37 to go in our first half. 8-7 our score. Aquinas in the lead. Shot up for Model, no good. Rebound Miskowski. Reutemann takes an elbow jumper, no good. Cameron Weber brings it down. Screen from Olsen. Madel, nowhere to go. Excuse me. That gets to Hammond. Hammond gets it stolen away. Quick hands from Chris Wilson. Wilson on the break, gives to Savidelli, drives, rips, and kicks it back out. Our friend Terry Erickson has just arrived. I know he was outside, his hands are a little cold. We'll let Terry get settled. Miskowski with a nice jumper for 2. And a timeout for the Holmen Vikings. It's a full timeout. We're going to do the same thing. We'll be right back. 10-7 our score with 12:33 to go in the first half. We'll be back right after this.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Flipped up by Rylan Wallen, doesn't go, and it's kicked out of bounds by Chris Wilson. Terry, I'm glad you could join me.
Yeah, thank you.
I was getting a little lonely.
Well, you know, you knew I'd be here a little bit late,
Yep,
but
you warned me.
Yeah, I did, and
Good quick hands for a steal there.
I like perimeter players that dig in the paint. And you saw that.
And I like that shot fake from Joseph Savidelli. He's got 4 points.
I like the way he's not tentative to go inside in the paint.
I'd almost go as far to say as he's fearless.
Yeah, I'd say.
That's the football player in him.
Yeah, well, he had a heck of a football season. You and I worked a couple of those games.
One of the better defensive backs in the MVC.
Great.
Excuse me, not the MVC for football.
Yeah, but how do you like that verticality that time by the freshman, Jackson Flotmeyer? Well done by the officials. Let him play. Go vertical. Can't be on the defense.
Nice feed. Ooh, Miskowski had a step but couldn't get it to go. Still 12-7 our score. Feed down low, double teamed. Olsen kicks it back out to Weber.
I just really see a lot of upside with Olsen. He's going to play college ball. We'll talk about him later. But, how do you like that?
Wall sticking with it, exactly.
You know what? Staying with your shot. For young people watching this, that's why you never think the ball's going in. You're ready in case it doesn't.
12-9 now. Miskowski around to Wilson. He had 1 or 3 earlier, no good.
He's getting better, averaging 9 points a game, sophomore.
Shot doesn't go. Rebound to Aquinas, and they're going to take a timeout. Take a look at one of our sponsors for tonight's game. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services has been serving the La Crosse area for over 50 years. Traditional services or prearranged funeral plans, it's comforting to know they'll be there when you need them. Schumacher Kish in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska.
Yeah, they're good friends of ours, and a lot of people have asked me some personal things about my family. So I'll share this because the Kish boys take care of us like they do with a lot of people. Our special needs sister passed away 2 days ago, and the Kishes were right there helping, and I want to just share that because people have asked me that watch the broadcast how she's doing, and she's now with mom and dad. So I know I wanted people to know that she has passed away. So anyway.
Well, and my sincerest condolences to you and your family.
Thank you.
I know it's hard.
It's hard because she was special needs, and she was special to all of us in a variety of ways. And so I won't go on with that because we're here to do the game. But so people know, and you'll find out arrangements in the next few days. But I'm anxious to work this game with you, Carl. We haven't worked for a while. So
I know. It's been quite a while.
So we worked a lot of football games earlier, basketball. Maybe we'll be paired up with some postseason.
That'd be nice. Ooh.
There's a good call.
Miskowski hit the floor hard, but he pops right back up.
You know, anytime a player goes to the floor hard, Carl, either whether it's college or not, officials need to put air in their whistle.
That's right. Fouls on Ben Olsen, his first. struggling to get it inbounds. There he gets it to Miskowski.
Miskowski has been a bright spot for the Blue Goals and Brad Reinhardt. 11 points a game, only a sophomore. You probably talked about that.
Wild drive from Savadelli.
Well,
We're seeing the first action from number 10, Andrew Sutton, the freshman. The ball comes our way.
Well, that was you years ago when you played high school and college basketball. The size of Ben Olsen just intimidated and forced Jackson Flotmeyer to change his shot.
That's right.
You used to do that,
A little bit.
With your, I mean, how tall were you with your hands outstretched?
With my hands outstretched, I think I can get to about 8'5", straight up.
Really? That's impressive.
8'4", 8'5", something like that. Long arms. Sutton back around to Flotmeyer. A couple of freshmen on the floor for the Blue Golds.
Steve Blank playing some of the straight line pack defense that Bennett plays.
Chris Wilson hits his second three-pointer of the night. Now we're up to 15-9. Aquinas in the lead.
I've had a lot of games broadcast and referee. Chris Wilson continues to impress me, Carl.
Just a smooth, easy touch from the outside. Rebound gets tapped around, goes off of Rylan Wall, and goes out of bounds.
It did. Jeff Hawk, an official from Winona. I work a lot of college games with him. Made the right call.
8:58 to go in the first half. 15-9, Aquinas in the lead.
Caleb Maddle was on Seven Rivers Sports recently with Evan Tronick and Caleb Maddle and Cameron Weber. All three of them last week.
And Evan Tronick just checked in, number 3.
He's their three-point shooter, too.
And he's out guarding the freshman.
Caleb Maddle was gone for a week, so Tronick came in and started. Now Maddle back.
Tapped out of his hands. Gets it down low to Hammond, guarded by, like I mentioned before, the much shorter Reutemann, and he gets displaced, but good job to force a difficult shot.
Yeah, good defense, son, by Reutemann.
In the corner, Miskowski for 3, no good. Rebound to Jackson Flotmeyer, and we got a whistle and a foul.
Yeah, good effort. Good effort of going around the defense. Nobody blocked out, and that's a cardinal sin, certainly. That Bennett Connolly did not block anyone out, so consequently the Blue Goals keep the ball.
And the foul goes on Evan Tronick. That's his first, team's second foul. 3 team fouls against Aquinas. Should have been a kick ball.
Certainly should have. Absolutely.
And now we got a jump.
As a result of that, they lose control.
And I think they're having a discussion. But
should have been a whistle immediately.
The ball stays with Aquinas nonetheless, although they lose the alternate possession. Inbound to Reutemann. Sutton breaking down his defender. Wilson, a little sloppy pass there, gets stolen away. Evan Tronick in the open court, and going to be foul on Reutemann.
Yeah, you got to call that.
That's his second personal, so Matthew Reutemann's going to need to take a seat.
If you ride the defense, Carl, and you disrupt their speed, balance, or direction, those 3 things, a shooter or a cutter, it's got to be a foul.
First free throw a little too long for Tronick.
Those 3 things.
Miskowski checks back in. Reutemann staying in the game with the 2 fouls. Andrew Sutton takes a seat. And that one rattles home. Like I mentioned in our pregame, got 3 Blue Golds home sick. Will Skemp, Ethan Schomburger, and Colin Konzemius. So as a result, a little bit shorthanded.
Yeah, Will
so it's all hands on deck.
Will Skemp has been a key sub for the Blue Golds too. Konzemius is only a freshman. His dad took care of our sister for a while too, Dr. Konzemius. So he's been what a pleasant person he is.
Good ball movement. 3-pointer. Savadelli doesn't go.
Yeah, they made the extra pass, which is
And
Oh,
that shot's up and tapped out of bounds. Going to go back to the Blue Golds. That's first we've seen of Cale Hemker in the game that fired that three-pointer, number 2, the senior.
You know what? He's played a lot in the games that I have covered, so he's been scoring too, and he's been contributing off the bench, the senior.
Savidelli guarded by Hammond. Flotmeyer gives to Miskowski. Back around to Wilson. Chris Wilson drives, picks it up.
Should have went up with it after he got the defense up in the air.
Savidelli, long 2. No, it is a 3, and he's got it.
I like the way he plays. His brother played the same way.
18-10 the score, 6.5 to go in the first half. Aquinas in the lead. Down low to Conley. Gets double teamed, loses it. Hammond with a nice strong dribble and an up and under move.
I really think Hammond, as a junior, is going to be a key player in the MVC next year, providing, Carl, that he spends the offseason getting stronger and working on his post moves.
He's certainly a coordinated, talented young man.
Sure is.
And he's gifted with the size and the long arms, and going to get a foul on Trionic, and that's going to be number 2 on him.
He's going to have to be their big man next year.
Yeah, with Ben Olson checking in, he'll be graduating, along with Cameron Weber, another senior checking in. Trionic and Conley take a seat.
Cameron Weber averaging 12 points a game, 41% from threes.
And he has been cold tonight.
Has he? 33 for 81, 7th in Division II. So he's a sharpshooter if he gets hot. 3-sport athlete. You remember him as a football quarterback.
Quarterback, absolutely. And you remember Rylan Wall as the fill-in quarterback when Cameron got hurt.
Yeah, I sure do.
A couple seasons ago.
Very talented. His dad used to be the defensive coordinator.
Weber doesn't get it. Long arms get the rebound, and Reutemann gets that one. Olson couldn't get it to go.
I've worked a lot of games, and Reutemann has not played much, but as you said, 3 athletes homesick for the Blue Golds.
As I was saying earlier, the bugs are going around. I got 2 kids sick at home, and I've only got 2 kids.
I hope they're not serious.
Well,
hope it's not contagious.
Looking like it's both influenza, so that's fun.
Yeah,
I've had my flu shot.
But me too. I have had it the last, 10 years, and I've not gotten the flu yet. I've gotten sinus and other things, but not the flu.
I got the flu once when I was in college. I missed a week of classes. It was unbelievable.
It can be serious. Wait till you get to be my age, you get something like that, it can be highly serious.
Yeah. Well, you're not that old.
Yeah. Thank you. Oh
boy.
Oh.
Reutemann hit the deck.
Ooh, that's good defense.
As Olson ran him over.
That is a fist going the other way there.
That's what I thought, but we've got headsets, not whistles tonight.
Yeah, a lot of times I share my thoughts, and it's never be critical. I share my thoughts once in a while, but not to be judgmental. It's just there's nothing wrong with that, right?
Well, right there was the foul that Ben Olson should have had on the offensive end. They called it on the defensive end. So
I'll always say, nice calls and compliment it, and then I'll always, I'll question sometimes, and I don't want anybody to take it personal.
4:17 to go, 18-12 the score. Blue Golds in the lead. A little bit of a wild shot by Savidelli, but it draws a foul, and he'll hit the free throw line.
It did draw a foul, and of course, if you impact the shooter, it has to be called. It's too hard from this angle to see that, Carl. But, hey, thanks for taking this game until I could get here. I appreciate that.
Hey, that's, I seem to recall a couple weeks ago when there was a little confusion as to who was going to be at a doubleheader game in Onalaska, and so
we made it.
You made it work.
Yeah, we did.
In my absence. So.
Yeah, but
Savidelli misses them both.
Everybody's got a lot going on in their life, so.
Nice move there
Ooh, that's
by Hemker.
a foul on 20. There's no doubt about it.
Blockout foul, and that's the third foul on Reutemann, and you gotta get him out of there. Here, Brad Reinhardt. And Andrew Sutton checks in.
5'9" freshman. He's got a bright future too.
There's nothing, this may sound a little odd, but there's nothing I love more than seeing freshmen succeed at the varsity level.
Oh, absolutely.
Because that, to me, that's going to turn into a big deal by the time they're a senior.
One quick point on that. If you bring a freshman up and play him, good. If you bring him up and don't play him,
that's a problem.
That's a mistake.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, meaningful playing time is what they need.
Otherwise, do not bring him up.
Yeah, then they're just a practice player.
You cannot grow as a player if you just bring him up and sit. Nice pass inside.
Olsen doesn't get it.
Even better defense by the Blue Goals and Jackson Flopmeyer.
Talk about being a mature freshman, Jackson Flopmeyer.
Remember the football game?
He may be the quarterback come next year.
Oh, absolutely. He came in while we have an injured player. All right. He came in when Gavin Wetzel got injured.
In the playoffs.
Yeah. And he took them to a victory.
I know. I was there. That was the one against what's the town south of here? Platteville.
Yeah.
I'm completely blanking. I've actually got a friend that's the band director in Platteville, and I couldn't come up with the name of the town.
Mm-hmm. Tronic back in too. His dad, a good friend of mine, and hope he plays well the rest of the season.
Stolen
Look at that.
Away.
Look at that.
He heard you. No good. Tapped around and finally corralled by Caleb Model. Tronic for three. Short. Rebound Model.
Maddle got off his feet well. Thought that was a good no call too. I think Steve Blank wanted a foul, but.
And that goes out of bounds. Stays with the Vikings. 2:46 to go in the first half. 18-14. Aquinas with a 4-point lead.
Steve Blank. This is why I like to work these games. Steve Blank played for me. Did you know that? Decades ago.
I did not.
Then he went to Logan, played at River Falls, and he's about 26th year. He's going to be in the Hall of Fame someday. Brad Reinhardt, the head coach, played for me too and worked for me. So I love coming to these games to watch these coaches.
Paulie Reutemann checking in for the first time, number 11. Wall back out to Weber. Looking down low. First we've seen of Devin Nesseth.
He had a heck of a football season too, Carl.
Stolen away by Paulie Reutemann.
Nice job by Reutemann. Remember his sister played here too. I think she was on a state championship team.
We got a moving screen or something. It's an offensive foul, whatever it is. That one goes against Jackson Flopmeyer. That's his first. Got 6 team fouls against Aquinas. 2:11 to go first half. Tronic takes a seat. Rylan Wall checking in. Wall down low to Hammond. Gets it stolen away.
Again, great defense. That's coaching right there.
Flopmeyer in on it again.
Great defense by number 10, Andrew Sutton. Digging it out. Ball goes in.
Look at that cut and the feed. Joe Savidelli has another bucket.
When the
He's
ball
got 9.
when the ball is opposite of you, look for a dead spot and cut to the ball. Remember that when you played?
Caleb Maddle on the perimeter. Looking down, looking for Nesseth. Gets it to Wall. Spin move.
Oh, nice move.
Oh, no good. Hammond with a foul. Follow and the foul. I tripped over my own words. Makes it 20-16. Max Hammond trying to get the three-point play. And he hits it.
Basket good by Hammond into the game for the Vikings, number 24, Hunter George.
Hunter George checks in. First time we've seen him. His mom and dad, Cheryl and Tom, sitting right on the end of the bleachers.
Yeah, I know them quite well too. Good people.
I know their cars better than I know themselves as people.
So
they frequent my place of employment.
Oh, so they have nice cars, or like physicians. Is Jimmy Johnson your patient? Can't tell you, Terry.
That's right.
So you can tell people whose cars you service, huh?
That's right.
Down to 1 minute here in the first half.
Shot by Miskowski doesn't go. George gives it around.
Oh,
Nice feed to
pass by-
Nesseth.
Was
Oh.
it ever?
We're going to take the world's quickest break. We'll be right back. Got to get in those sponsors. We'll be back right after this.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department.
Delivery and setup.
Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
And makes it 20-18. Nesseth 1 for 2, 25 seconds to go first half.
Red Reiners says take one. Unless you get a layup first. Take one with about 6 seconds to go, 8 seconds, so you
Have a chance at a second shot.
Exactly.
10 seconds now. Miskowski guarded deep on the perimeter.
Waiting too long.
Shot up and no good. Rebound Hammond, and that'll be the end of the first half. With our score, the Aquinas Blue Golds 20 and the Holmen Vikings 18. We're going to take a little break, and we'll be back with some halftime stats and thoughts right after this on the KQEGTV High School Game of the Week. Stick around.
We're starting the new year with our biggest sale of the year at Interior Designs Holmen. All our carpets are on sale, so you'll save money and get more for free. Free measuring and estimating at your home. Free furniture moving, even that heavy couch and king-size bed. Free removal of your old carpet and padding, and we'll recycle it. Free life of carpet labor warranty for as long as you own the carpet. All at the lowest prices of the year and 12 months no interest financing. Save money and get more for free during the biggest carpet sale of the year going on now at Interior Designs Holmen.
Dinner tonight? Don't go just anywhere. Make it special. A fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana. Real, authentic Mexican food made fresh every single day. Quesadillas, fajitas, burritos, enchiladas, and don't forget the margaritas. Looking for a place for a special celebration? Well, Fiesta Mexicana can handle groups up to 65 people. Their party planners will help you with a special menu or a delicious Mexican buffet. They can even cater a party in your home. So make it special. Make it Fiesta Mexicana on Mormon Cooley Road at the south end of La Crosse.
You know, the thing I'm most proud of when I think about our company is the reputation that we've been able to build in this community. Our technicians have done a great job going out and performing magnificent jobs for the customer. And our customers have rewarded us with some really great reviews online.
We have over 150 5-star reviews online right now. Our technicians do a great job out there, and our reviews show it.
We can say without hesitation, when you choose Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, you'll be glad you did.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse, Reed and Chelsea with you. Valentine's Day coming up here, guys. Chelsea?
Yes. So, since it's Valentine's Day, I think it would be very good to say things that we love about each other. You go first.
Okay. In all honesty, you're very patient. I like your eyes.
Okay. I like that you warm up my seat in the morning in the studio, if you know what I'm saying.
Mix 96 and 107.3 Lacrosse.
It's halftime on the KQEGTV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game features the Holmen Vikings and the Aquinas Blue Golds. We'll return with the second half of tonight's game after these messages.
I often hear from people that a bank is just a bank. Well, I encourage you to talk to our customers, our employees, or check out our reviews to find out why you can't live without Citizen State Bank. I also encourage you to stop in one of our offices, since the difference will be felt within seconds, and is why we are known to have one of the best cultures in the industry. So what are you waiting for? Why don't you stop in and check out what all the buzz is about? I guarantee you won't be disappointed.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department. Delivery and setup. Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising.
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyers Furniture.
Welcome back, everybody. Just about set to start the second half here. Aquinas with a 2-point lead. Carl Greenfield and Terry Erickson. Holmen will get the ball to start the second half.
Hey, a lot of people have asked about my brother too. You know, he's a broadcaster, had open heart surgery, not doing better. It was concern for a while, but he's doing better. So those listening to this broadcast, Scott is on his way to complete recovery. So thanks for asking about him. You know Scott Erickson, of course. He's worked with Mike Kearns for a couple dozen years.
I think I've met him once.
Yeah. Well, he's Mike Kearns' partner for all those years.
Any word on how Mike's doing?
He's pretty stable. He's not getting get around much. I talked to him quite a bit, and he's again doing rehab, and hopefully he'll continue to improve. Lots of people watch these broadcasts and they ask questions about things, so I don't hope you don't mind if I share
people. You get to know the people. That's the key.
Caleb Mattel with a missed shot. 3-sport athlete.
He was held scoreless in the first half. We were talking off the air. You were asking me about Gavin Wetzel, and Gavin Wetzel pretty much back in for the first time since the early going, got 2 quick fouls and sat the bench.
Well, the reason I ask is because he's an all-conference football player, baseball player, great family, and I had a game here recently that he played really well, but he got injured, so he just plays bigger than he actually is.
Yeah, they list him at 6'2", but you're right, he plays at maybe a 6'4" height, although Ben Olsen being 6'5", gets that one to go.
And without fouling, too. That was impressive, with his verticality.
And we're all knotted up at 20. 16 and a half left in the contest.
Low-scoring game, which is what both teams like.
Nice play by Rylan Wall. Ooh, almost had it and just couldn't get his fingers completely on it. But good quick hands there to force it out of bounds. Muskowski back up top. Wilson had a couple of threes in the first half. Savadelli in the paint, gets it blocked.
Looked like a good block, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Down to Hammond.
Nice move.
Nice fake, and a basket for Max Hammond. He's got 9 points, and Holmen's got their first lead in quite some time.
Jump stop, gather, and extend and go up.
22-20. Wetzel gets it stolen away. Rylan Wall with the quick hands. Ben Olsen briefly thought about a three, but thought better of it and drove. And we got a timeout. It's like Coach Reinhardt will take a full timeout.
Good timeout.
We'll take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. 22-20, Holmen in the lead. Coming back right after this.
You know that Boyers is a small family business.
That doesn't mean it's not fully staffed. Here's our sales department.
Purchasing department. Delivery and setup. Warehouse crew.
Quality control.
Advertising?
We've got the best in sales, service, and selection. Come on down and check out Boyer's Furniture.
Are you thinking of building your dream home or remodeling your current commercial space? Kirshner Custom Builders can help you make your dream become a reality. They build beautiful, dramatic, creative, functional, and efficient buildings, whether it's your dream home or commercial building. Kirshner Custom Builders will coordinate every step of the process, from land purchasing to final landscaping. Visit their website at KirshnerCustomBuilders.com and get a free guide on things you must know when planning to build a custom home or renovate a commercial space. Kirshner Custom Builders, your satisfaction is their guarantee.
Welcome back, everybody. Aquinas takes the timeout. And now some full court pressure from the Vikings. Gavin Wetzel brings it up the floor. He should be fresh for this second half, having not played hardly at all.
He will be a key if the Blue Goals are going to win this game, too.
Sutton drives, kicks it out. Miskowski up, no good. Rebound finally corralled by Cameron Weber. Back up to Ben Olsen.
Oh, there's a nice pass.
And finally attacked down low. Ben Olsen looks like he's going to hit the free throw line.
Every time I see that two-man game, that pick and roll, which we did when I played, I think of Malone and Stockton.
They're the ones who perfected it.
Oh, my.
Nobody better.
Oh, my goodness. I used to watch that all the time. I've kept track of Stockton a little bit because his kids have been good athletes. But Malone, I lost track of.
Blaschke and Schneider Funeral Home, providing thoughtful services for over 80 years, now with 2 locations, Caledonia Street and West Avenue. Before the game ends tonight, you and I, Terry, will choose a Blaschke Schneider Funeral Home player of the game for both Holmen and Aquinas. Stay tuned, coming up later in the second half. Got a foul on Max Hammond.
I always like doing that, picking the player of the game, but sometimes Rick just lets me do it on my own. It's like then I get in trouble. I need some input.
One for 2 on that free throw trip for Ben Olsen. Sutton brings it up. Chris Wilson takes a drive, finds Wetzel.
Wetzel not wanting to challenge Hammond.
Hammond, the much longer arms. Hit him think better of it. Flottmeyer fires the 3, way too long. Corralled by Gavin Wetzel. Kicks it out. Nice feed.
Nice
shot. Gavin Wetzel's on the board.
Anytime, you probably were told this, anytime you get the defense pinned on your back, get the ball into him and go up with it, right?
Absolutely. Olsen to Hammond. Hammond with a free throw line jumper doesn't go. Tapped back. Ben Olsen's got it. Weber still scoreless. And that will remain. Cameron Weber 0 for 6 from the field, has just not been able to get anything going on the offensive end.
That is really surprising.
Oh, good look there, but it hit a foot.
Ooh, was that a kick?
I think it might have been. Nevertheless, 23-22, 13 and a half left in the contest. Good ball movement from the Vikings.
Oh, I guess
Max
so.
Hammond
Look
with a
at
nice
that.
baby hook.
Credit what you just said. Swing the ball and then look to dump it into the post.
25-22 now, Holmen with a lead. Sutton on the perimeter, guarded by Weber. Nice move, Jackson Flottmeyer, the freshman, has it.
And that was nice. Clip that out and send that to Seven Rivers Sports. That was very pretty.
a freshman made a senior look.
Oh.
And an offensive foul goes against Ben Olson. That's his third.
Actually, that's a garden variety call, meaning that's obvious. You don't get that, you don't last long.
Battery Mart, it's not just for car batteries. At Battery Mart, you'll find batteries for your boat, your ATV, motorcycle, lawn tractor, and your snowblower. Batteries for all your warm and cold weather equipment. That's Battery Mart in the industrial park below Gunderson Health System. Or look in the yellow pages.
Yellow pages?
I don't think anybody uses the yellow pages
I think
anymore.
they just go online.
We got to talk to Rick about this. Get that updated.
Yeah, I agree. But you better have your battery in good shape
you
now.
You better Google.
But you better have a good battery tomorrow morning and throughout the next few weeks.
This morning tested a few batteries too. When I got in my car, it said 16 below this morning.
Yeah.
Caleb Maddle picks up the personal foul. Quinn Miskowski is going to hit the free throw line for the first time tonight. 1 point lead for the Holmen Vikings, 25-24, 12:22 left. Miskowski with a nice rotation and follow through, gets it to go, ties the game. And another good one from Quinn Miskowski. I like his shooting form.
I like his overall floor game too.
Weber, leading scorer, held scoreless thus far.
Oh, yeah.
And we got a foul on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Miskowski picks up his first.
That's got to be called, you're right.
Little too much contact. So next week, Tuesday, we got 2 doubleheaders. Logan at Holmen, Onalaska at Central. Boys and girls, those tip-offs will begin at 5:45 p.m. And it should be a wild one at Central High School, the rematch. Onalaska was victorious earlier. I don't have a number 4 on my roster, but I believe 4 on the varsity reserve was Gage Plessel. Excuse me, what? They said his name, and I did not catch it. Well, either way, that very tall young man missed his
I don't know,
free throw.
Cole Calander, that could be it.
Could be.
Wish we'd get right numbers here. Sorry about that, viewers.
We're only at the mercy of the printed sheets of paper, unfortunately. Flottmeyer on the perimeter. Stolen away. Cameron Weber might finally get in the scoring column.
Don't react, anticipate, and he did that very well.
29-26, Holmen in the lead. Wilson gets it knocked away.
Yeah.
And a foul.
Good call.
Rylan Wall, I believe, is going to pick this one up. Excuse me. Cole Calander.
Cole Calander's got some size, huh? Number 4, he's about 6'6".
Long arms. Free throw's good for Chris Wilson. Evan Tronick checks in for Holmen, number 3. 11:03 left in the ball game. 2-point lead for the Holmen Vikings. Wilson a little too long on that one. Calander with the rebound. Oh, right idea, but a little too far ahead of him.
Yeah, he tried to get the ball to Cameron Weber, and you're right, just led him a little too far. Joe Salvadelli back in. Chris Wilson takes a break.
Now you got to wonder when there's no longer going to be a Savidelli playing on an Aquinas basketball team. It seems like it's been for about a decade.
It's a nice family too.
Nice hustle, Cameron Weber.
Full of athletes.
And the ball finally ends up in Weber's hands. I think Sutton wanted a foul.
Yeah, so did Brad Reinhardt.
Rylan Wall with a bucket.
He was right. He was right. Should have been a foul.
31-27 Holmen. Just over 10 minutes to go. And we got a whistle. I think that one's on Tronic. That's his third. A little bit of a mix-up there.
You can't do that.
I'm
you
not
can't
sure
give the
what
ball
happened.
back to him again. You could blow it and then bring a sub in, or you don't do that.
Savidelli on the perimeter. Sutton back to Savidelli for three. No good. Rebound, Trionic.
Didn't get his legs into it.
Ball goes out of bounds. Stays with Holmen. Caleb Maddle checks in. Inbound to Conley. Calander with a little flip, doesn't go.
Fouled his shot well too, though, but blocked out by Gavin Wetzel with his big frame.
And the ball goes out of bounds, staying with the Blue Golds. Chris Wilson comes in. Andrew Sutton sits down.
Sutton has played well in reserve, hasn't he?
Muskowski way up top on the big A logo. Savidelli to Flottmeyer, nowhere to go. Wilson drives, I like that, and a foul.
I like that too. He saw just a little bit of a lane and he took advantage of it.
Wilson's gonna hit the free throw line.
If you see players that rarely go to the free throw line, it sends you a message. And the message is get more aggressive, get into the flow of the game, be more active, rebound.
And that's why guys like Kobe King and Johnny Davis are such key contributors, because they're able to rack up points at the free throw line.
Well, and exactly. And post players blocking out.
Yeah.
And taking the ball hard to the basket, get fouled on and ones rather than if you're soft.
Wilson goes 1 for 2 from the foul line. 31-28, just over 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Cale Hemker is back in, the senior, number 2. Hemker on the perimeter, guarded by Savidelli, gets a screen from Calander. Conley around to Hemker. Drive, shot is up and good.
Didn't look like much contact, but must have been. Jeff Hawk says, yep.
Cale Hemker gets his first basket. That's number 2 against Joe Savidelli.
A line change. Hammond back in for the Vikings. Cameron Weber, Maddle, Ben Olson.
That shot goes. 3-point play for Cale Hemker. Extends the lead now for the Vikings to 34-28. I believe that is the biggest lead of the night for Holmen. Aquinas got to an 8-point lead at the most. Hemker with another basket.
I told you Hemker's played well the games I've had. Blue Goals need another timeout, and they do.
There it is. Well, while they take a timeout, let's take a look at one of our sponsors for tonight's game. That's Bacalar's Sausage, producing quality award-winning sausage products since 1935. Made with the finest ingredients using recipes handed down through generations. Bacalar's products are available at your local grocery store. If you're planning a cookout in the middle of winter, remember, a grill is not a grill without Bacalar's sausage on it. That's Bacalar's, locally owned and community involved, a fan favorite since 1935. And Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. For truly delicious, authentic, and fresh Mexican food, make it Fiesta Mexicana. Burritos, fajitas, tacos, chimichangas, and margaritas in multiple flavors. Sit inside or outside on their patio. Probably not outside at this point of the year. They cater and can host your next party or special event. Make it a fiesta at Fiesta Mexicana, all the way down on La Crosse's south side.
Well, how about the Greater La Crosse Golf Show on Friday, February 28th, February 29th? We had Ken Barrett, a couple of his athletes on the show recently, Madison Zavolta and Bailey Schmidt, who played at, she's a senior, played at GET. So I want our viewers to know that the Greater La Crosse Golf Show, sponsored by Viterbo, it's their fundraiser, is at the Matthews Center at the Boys and Girls Club on the 28th and 29th of February. So mark your calendars, win a lot of prizes, and get yourself ready for golf.
I got to be honest, Terry, it hardly feels like golf weather right now. It's and explaining that the ball was tipped.
It was not tipped.
I will agree with you.
It was not tipped at all.
We got a 5-second call. Chris Wilson couldn't find anybody to get the ball to and turns it over. 36-28, 8:07 left to go. Holmen Vikings with their biggest lead of the night. Ben Olsen gets double teamed down low, and we got a personal foul. I think that one's on Wetzel, and he doesn't seem to care for that one.
Yeah. Not sure if the player was displaced or not. I don't know. We always talk about let athletes be athletes. Don't take the game away from players. You agree with that?
Yes, I do. We got an off-ball foul, excuse me. It looks like that one's on Flottmeyer. Gavin Wetzel sat down with his fourth personal. Matthew Reutemann into the game with 3 personal fouls. Jackson Flottmeyer now with 3. And a loose ball goes out of bounds. Stays with the Vikings.
Critical time, even though we're just under 8 minutes, Carl. Blue goes down by 8. They need to methodically come down, make good shots, and get themselves back in the game.
Nice shot there for Hemker, doesn't go. Nice follow there for Max Hammond.
Was it ever? He didn't foul either.
Max Hammond's got 13 points. He's been sneaky good tonight.
I've always been high on him too.
Savidelli with a drive. Foul is on the drive. Or they're calling it a shooting foul, so 2 free throws for Savidelli. That one's on Cale Hemker, his second. That one goes. Savidelli missed his first 2 free throws of the night, so I'm sure he's glad to get this one to go down. Looking to redeem himself. He had 9 points in the first half. These are his first points of the second half. He's got 11.
How long are you going to keep Gavin Wetzel out of the game, too? That will be interesting. I'd say another minute or so, insert him back in.
He's going to have to be careful with the 4 personal fouls, but you're right. Chris Wilson moving a little gingerly coming off of that. Back around to Wilson, fires a three, doesn't go.
Time to put Wetzel back in the game. 8-point lead by the Vikings, under 7 minutes.
And an errant pass.
Somebody cut the wrong way. And
zigged when he should have zagged.
Yeah, Cale Hemker says, you're supposed to be there.
Not so much.
Empty trips are difficult for coaches to handle, especially if it's an unforced turnover.
Wilson guarded by Weber. Reutemann was wide open on the cut. Took him a while to get the ball. Wilson fires the three, got it.
Getting better all the time. Boy, was that a critical basket. I'm telling you, we're approaching 6 minutes, but that was even more important than people would think.
Makes it a 5-point game, 38-33, and a nice rebound there for Chris Wilson.
Heck of a baseball player, too. Let's see if they can take advantage of that.
Miskowski, oh my!
A little acrobatic move.
Put a little English on it and kiss it off the glass.
Yeah, and what good timeout by the Vikings.
And while they take a timeout, we're going to take our final timeout of the night. 38-35, Holmen with a 3-point lead. We'll be right back.
Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen has opened a new state-of-the-art chiropractic facility in Holmen. They offer a specialized exam and specific plan to deal with your pain.
Whiplash, concussions, TMJ, carpal tunnel, even headaches and migraines. We work to relieve the pain caused by these symptoms so that you can get back to doing the things that you love.
Set up an appointment today. Your first visit is only $39 and it's donated to the charity of your choice. Call or stop by Holmen's Premier Chiropractic Office, Premier Spine Health and Injury at 814 Main Street in Holmen.
Welcome back, everybody. 5:45 left to go. Holmen clinging to a 3-point lead. They had it all the way up to an 8-point lead a couple times.
Yeah, I want to mention this week on Seven Rivers Sports, Shane Scar and Talston Stangler. They're two 19-year-old kids that have demonstrated some incredible entrepreneurship at a young age. Started a business called Strength. It's a fitness apparel company.
I saw it on your Facebook page.
And it's just incredible what they're accomplishing. So viewers, go to strength.com.
It's spelled a little differently.
It is. Strength, and the symbol is like a lion, the strength of a lion.
Yes.
And so check that out. And they're on this week, next week for Turbo Golf.
That's with an EI
That's
in
right.
there.
Geez,
the word rain is in the middle of it. That's
like
why
the lions reign in the jungle, as you know.
Yes. Looks like they got nice stuff. I checked out their website.
Yeah, thank you for doing that, Carl.
Miskowski up at the top. Directing traffic is Sutton. Wilson has come alive a little bit here. Ooh, a little bit of hand fighting between he and Rylan Wall. Look
nice
at that
move.
drive. Oh, my.
Jeez, how did that not go in?
That went everywhere but in.
Jeez, that was a great drive.
Max Hammond takes it, and he's got it.
Good no call.
15 points for the junior power forward.
Boy, Gavin Wetzel needs to come back in this game, and he is right now. No, I guess not.
That's Savidelli.
Yeah.
Sure, Gavin Wetzel is a little frustrated with the way things have gone. Got a foul on the drive.
He can make the difference down the stretch here as we're approaching 4 minutes. He's got to be in the game.
Rylan Wall picks up the foul. That's his second. Chris Wilson will shoot the 1-and-1. And so the subs will come in.
Officials got to be aware of that.
40-35, 4:13 to go. Got 8 team fouls against Holmen, 6 against Aquinas as Wilson rattles it home. Makes it 40-36. So both teams in the bonus the rest of the way. Gets them both. Critical free throws there from Chris Wilson. He's got 13 points. Nice feed. Left hand, Rylan Wall goes down.
Just a little curl cut. Perfectly executed.
42-37, under 4 minutes to go. Holmen has come alive a little bit in the second half and has taken that 5-point lead. Savidelli's shot doesn't go. Look at the hustle from Chris Wilson. He didn't get the rebound, but I love the effort.
Oh, nice
Olsen
pass, too.
Gets the bucket.
Yeah, Cameron Weber, great vision, awareness, and assist.
Ben Olsen's got 12. And a timeout over on the Blue Gold side. The Blue Golds with 1 timeout remaining. The Holmen Vikings with 3. We're going to thank another one of our sponsors for tonight. Is it time to dump your bank? Make the switch to Citizens State Bank and discover why they are considered one of the top banks in the nation and have one of the best cultures in the industry. Citizens State Bank, an experience like no other. Locations in Onalaska and La Crosse.
Well, I'd be a good testimonial to that because they have the Erickson business, the finances.
The accounts.
They do.
(44-37), 3:24 left. Holmen with a 7-point lead. Now 1-3-1 zone.
Yeah, a little change. You're
Get
coming
a
out of a
little
timeout.
trap.
I like that. Rick Majerus used to do that, and so did Al McGuire coming out of a timeout.
Those are a couple of good names.
Yeah. Both from Milwaukee.
Sutton hits the deck but pops back up. Feed down to Savidelli, back out to Sutton. Wilson double teamed up top. Flotmeyer in the corner for 3. Hey, there it is.
Big 3. Cameron Weber just did not close quick enough. Huge 3 by the freshman.
Jackson Flotmeyer has 2 3-pointers. He's got 8 points. Wall over to Weber. I like that drive. Doesn't get it. Olsen had it for a moment, and we got a mess on the floor. Jump ball. Looked like a football game down there.
Officials need to do just what they did, is go in immediately before it turns into something that's ugly.
It can get ugly, absolutely.
Well, here comes Madeline, and here comes
Gavin Wetzel.
Wetzel, boy. I hope the Blue Golds didn't wait too long to get him in.
We're going to need to mop up the floor where all the bodies landed. There goes Savidelli on the fast break. Backs it out.
See what they have for their half-court game now with spacing and cuts and reads and options.
Back to man-to-man. Savidelli fires a 3, too long. Ball's coming our way. Just under 2 minutes to go, 44-40, Holmen in the lead. And a foul way up top.
Steering,
Miskowski.
steering the dribbler. at any level cannot be allowed. Well, as you talked about, next week, Tuesday, blockbuster week actually, starting with
Couple of
Onalaska.
doubleheaders.
Yeah, I'll be at Logan versus at Holmen. I'll be at that doubleheader. Then Thursday, Toma at Aquinas. I'll be here, and then Friday, Logan at Aquinas, and I'll be here. Big week as we close out the regular season here in the next 2 weeks.
Cameron Weber knocks down a pair, extends the lead to 6. Minute 40 to go. Aquinas needs a little sense of urgency. No need to panic, but it's just sense of urgency.
But a good shot. And everyone crashing the boards, too.
Flottmeyer to Miskowski. Spins. Kicks to Flottmeyer. Fires a 3. Hey, there it is.
That boy is shining brightly here at the DB Reinhardt Center.
That's his third three-pointer of the evening. 11 points for Jackson Flottmeyer as we close in on a minute to go. 3-point lead, Holmen Vikings. We're now under a minute, stolen away. Miskowski on the drive. He's hammered, and he's going to the free throw line. Well, as I suspected, Terry, this game turned into a good one.
It did. And of course, and that's a foul you got to get. Protect shooter.
The shooter, absolutely. You inherently end up in a vulnerable position when you are shooting the ball.
Sutton in, Salvadelli out. Defense, offense change, perhaps?
Interesting.
Yeah, very.
Oh, Miskowski misses them both. Max Hammond with a board.
That's rare.
And Steve Blank wants to talk it over. Well, the Holmen Vikings take a timeout, and we'll talk about a Holmen business. That's Pizza Corral in Holmen. They should be your favorite pizza place. I think they might be mine. Their old family recipe, pizza sauce on original or pan crust, locally grown ground sausage, and Pizza Corral does not skimp on toppings. Try their all-you-can-eat noon pizza buffet. Their roasted chicken is the best. Dine in or carry out, or they deliver. Make it Pizza Corral in Holmen.
Yeah, I can testify to the fact they do not skimp.
That's right.
I enjoy the Pizza Corral.
I think my personal favorite is the Lenny's.
Yeah.
That's the meat lovers.
Well, Lenny's is one of the.
They make a dynamite taco pizza,
he's
too.
One of the original owners of that business. So he is a great guy, good friend, and we appreciate the sponsorship of that business. They've always been good to us.
I want to thank all of our sponsors for tonight's game. Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning, Interior Design, Citizen State Bank, Kirchner Custom Builders, Schumacher Kish, Boyer's Budget Furniture, Fiesta Mexicana, and Premier Spine. Without you, these broadcasts would not be possible, so thank you to all of our sponsors for tonight's game. 48 seconds to go, double team, and we got a foul. I think that one's on Wilson.
Good foul. Sometimes teams wait too long to foul. Here we go. It is offense, defense. Salvadelli set to come back in the game.
Caleb Maddle hitting the free throw line, shooting 1-1. There are 8 team fouls against Aquinas now, 9 against Holmen. So everything from here on out for Aquinas will be double bonus, but the Holmen Vikings still in the 1-1. That's a big free throw, makes it 47-43, and he rims out the second. 4-point lead for the Vikings.
Blue Goals need just a field goal. Don't need a 3 and a timeout.
Look at that drive.
Like that.
And a charge. Caleb Maddle was waiting for the charging Chris Wilson.
What's your thought on that?
Could have gone either way.
Kind of my thought, too.
That's a tough call. And Flottmeyer finally commits a foul, or nope, 30-second timeout, Steve Blank. One timeout remaining for each team. So before the foul was committed, Steve Blank wants to talk it over. If you're watching on our YouTube channel, first of all, thank you, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Every time we go live, you'll get a notification straight to your phone. My phone popped up that I had clicked the button to send us live, said that we were going to have Holmen at Aquinas basketball coming up. So if you subscribe to our channel, you'll get that notification, and it's extremely helpful so that you never miss a moment of Cooley Region basketball action. 28.1 seconds to go. Rylan Wall will inbound. Cameron Weber, he stepped on the end line. He's out of bounds. I got an easy vantage point at that one, and that's going to be Aquinas basketball. We're right here, so that was an easy call.
It was.
Brad Reinhardt is going to use his final timeout. Coming up next week, doubleheaders on Tuesday. Logan at Holmen and Onalaska at Central. Starting at 5:45 p.m. tip-off, and the second game will start about 15 minutes following the first game, which should end up being about 7:15, but might be a little earlier, might be a little later. Just got to be ready for it. Tune in right away, and then you won't miss either game. Yeah, these Holmen Vikings, they'll be hosting the Logan Rangers on Tuesday night. And then they will be hosting Sparta on Friday, and then they close out their season the following week, Thursday, hosting Onalaska. And the Blue Golds on Tuesday night will be hosting Toma right here, and then they will host those same Logan Rangers, and then they will finish their season at Sparta the following Thursday night.
By that time, we will already know the seedings, so we'll be able to kind of look for possible matchups as we get into next week.
Finds Wilson in the corner. Oh, way offline. They had the right play drawn up, but just an errant shot. You can see the disappointment in Chris Wilson's eyes. Joe Savidelli checks back in. So Sutton and Savidelli are in. Gavin Wetzel with the 4 personal fouls. No reason to foul him out on the defensive end. And still no foul. They're looking for a steal. Ben Olsen has it. Cameron Weber now a good almost 10 seconds went off the clock before the foul was called.
Yeah, that was a mistake, huh?
Andrew Sutton commits the foul. That's his second personal.
Can't wait that long, Carl.
Double bonus for Cameron Weber. He made his only 2 free throws earlier. And he makes that one. Excellent shooter is Cameron Weber. Gavin Wetzel replaces Sutton. Offense, defense there. Weber makes them both. Big free throws there from the senior. 6-point lead, gotta get a bucket. Miskowski fires the 3. Oh my, it goes down.
Don't take it out.
They're letting the clock run out. It's done. Brad Reinhardt pleading his case, trying to get some time.
Yeah, I think there was. I'll have to check this.
There was a good 5 seconds on the clock when the ball went through. Right now it's 49-46, and the clock reads 00, but that's it.
Yeah, I know. I'd have to look at that again. What's your thought on that?
It was strange.
How much time was left?
About 4.5, 5 seconds.
So you don't have to take it out. You don't have to take it out. So
you can let it roll.
So if you're explaining that correctly, then then the officials were right. Right? And weren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. You're right. You don't have to inbound it. Well, that's our final score.
Kind of a peculiar ending.
A bizarre ending to an excellent ball game. But final score, the Holmen Vikings are victorious, 49-46. I'm going to furiously add. I'm a little dumbfounded.
You do that because I'm not quite sure. Maybe I fell asleep here at the end. But let's. I'll give you the players of the game after you share the statistics.
I respect that.
And but the Vikings, both teams under 500, now playing for possible home court advantage, and that's kind of to be determined. But the Vikings 5-14, and as you said, Logan, Sparta, and Onalaska the rest of the way. All 3 games at home. The friendly confines of Barry of their field house, named after their principal, who name just escaped me. Sorry about that. And for the Blue Golds under Brad Reinhardt, 7-12, and Toma, Logan, and Sparta. So we can wrap this up as soon as you share the statistics.
For the Holmen Vikings, leading all scorers, Max Hammond had 15 points, 12 for Ben Olson, 6 apiece for Rylan Wall and Cameron Weber, 5 for Cale Hemker, 2 for Cole Calander, 1 apiece for Caleb Model, Devin Nesseth, and Evan Trionic. And for the Aquinas Blue Golds, leading the way, 13 points for Chris Wilson, 11 for Jackson Flottmeyer, 11 for Joe Savadelli, 6 for Quinn Miskowski. That'd be 9 for Quinn Miskowski. I missed his final 3-pointer. And 2 for Gavin Wetzel, who spent most of the game on the bench with foul trouble.
Yeah, that's disappointing because his roots are in Holmen, and I know he wanted to play very well and against them. And he's a quality kid and a quality student and a tremendous athlete. So, players of the game. And Luke, by the way, thanks for the camera. I know you want to get going. So I would say for the Blue Golds, I'm going to go with dual players of the games, Joe Salvadelli, Chris Wilson and Jackson Flottmeyer. And for the Vikings, Max Hammond, I think, played well. And I
really don't have anything in the way of an argument. I think Jackson Flottmeyer was my pick if I had to pick one. But Chris Wilson played an excellent game, especially with the 3-point shooting from the perimeter. That was a big boost. And Max Hammond, absolutely, very quietly put together those 15 points. But he was stellar on the rebounds and defensively. And
as a junior, he's been overshadowed a lot by Ben Olson. But tonight, his true colors shined brightly.
All right. Well, for my partner Terry Erickson. For Luke Saunders up on camera, I want to thank you for watching. I'm Carl Greenfield. The final score, Holmen Vikings 49, Aquinas Blue Golds 46. You've been watching the high school game of the week on KQEGTV. Good night, everybody.
You've been watching the KQEGTV High School Game of the Week. Tonight's game featured the Holmen Vikings and the Aquinas Blue Golds. The KQEGTV High School Game of the Week is made possible by our sponsors, like Schneider Heating and Air Conditioning. Your comfort is their business. Southwest 2nd Avenue in Onalaska. Schumacher Kish Funeral and Cremation Services in La Crosse, La Crescent, and Onalaska. Battery Mart, with batteries for your car, boat, snowmobile, lawnmower, even your snow blower. Battery Mart in the industrial park below Gunderson. Boyer's Furniture, quality furniture at affordable prices on South Avenue, La Crosse. Blaschke Schneider Funeral Homes, serving the Cooley region for over 90 years. Pizza Corral, round up the family and head for Pizza Corral in Holmen. Fiesta Mexicana on La Crosse's south side. For great Mexican food made fresh daily, make it Fiesta Mexicana. Citizen State Bank, a banking experience like no other, with locations in La Crosse and Onalaska. Kirchner Custom Builders, for residential and commercial building, call Kirchner Custom Builders. Premier Spine Health and Injury, get back in the game with Premier Spine Health and Injury in Holmen. Interior Design, don't miss their big sale going on now through the end of the month on flooring and cabinetry for your home or office. Interior Design in Holmen. And Bacalar Sausage, making quality sausage products since 1935. Thanks for watching high school basketball on KQEG TV and KQEGTV.com.